Okay, last time we talked about form personalization, right? Now you got a idea like how to do it, what are its contents. So there are few more examples, like two examples I try to explain, changing LOV, other one is like some AOL messages. Okay. So I can teach you form personalization, but compared to this, if I start another topic, it will be helpful to your interviews. So we'll discuss maybe later. We'll not skip this. I'm just keeping aside. Okay. Now it's a complete new topic and there is no link, right? Like the topic here is RDF report development and registration steps. You can take any one of the query. First go to tool. Everyone is familiar with the order management right now. Go to order management, order returns and sales orders. So I need to display here simply customer wise sales orders and sales amounts. So what we can do is like we can simply go to record history. This is the first step, query development. Go to view here, paste, F4, script, then find out here whatever the columns you wanted. So I need order number. The next is party name. These are all we already developed. Okay, I'm not going deeper into this again. All the tables are available here. Edged parties, edged cust accounts, correct? These are all customer tables. And then next is your sales order tables like OE order headers. These are all the sales order tables. Okay, I'm just typing straight away because all are available here only. Even the joins also. These are all the joins. Sold to ARG ID, cust account ID, party ID. These are all. The fields are simply I am taking for explanation purpose only three. Okay. Three tables. OE order headers all. OH. The next is headed parties. Headed cust accounts. Join conditions are here is HV dot party ID. Party ID. And then next is HCA dot primary key, that is cust account ID. Then sold to ARG ID. And then here is a place. I'm just order number, cust account number. Sold to ARG ID. So this is the query. I'm just taking only few fields, so no much confusion. You should know only the functionality simply. So approximately 15,000 records. Okay. So this is the query now. Now, you first take this query, go to, right now we are talking about RDF report development and followed by registration. Okay. Go to report builder. Then here is the place data model. Data model will have a query. Okay. And layout model, what columns you are going to display in the output. So both are related only. The data model, we can take a table column name in the paper layout. You can just display that. Okay. Go to data model, SQL query, paste it. So we can build query here itself. If there are 2-3 tables, you can import the query from somewhere. These are all we can do, but still copy paste here is best option. Then connect. You are connecting with the database. So this connect. Okay. Right now it is connected. Then go to layout model. It has only 4 parts. One is main query here. See, this is called as a main frame. Main frame. Then next is repeating frame. Then after that text field. You can copy paste also. Control D will work, or Control V. Copy paste also. Now if I move this, see, the entire frame is moving. It is crossing the border also. It should not cross the border. Okay, it will give a error. So for that, what we can do, why it is expanding, contracting. Okay. So this is because of if here a mode here. The mode is flex. Flex mode right now on. That's why it is expanding along with the child object. So what you have to do, we have to make it off. Click on off. Now if you move this, it is not moving. Only that field only moving. Okay, not the entire parent of it. It's not moving. This is not moving. So again, I'm just clicking on here. Just you can see everything is moving. Correct. So you can see to adjust the layouts, we can use this mode. Mode is here. Flex. Flex on, flex off. Okay. Now if I want to take out this F1, F2, then there is one more mode is there here. That is confine. Confine mode is which is used to lock the field here. Right now on right. So I cannot take out, see. I cannot take out. Only the, I'm just off this. See. It is confined into this particular repeating frame. You can move anywhere here, but you cannot take out. See, it is not allowing to take out. So that is because of a mode here. That mode is confined. So if you off it, then you can easily take out. See, like that it is. To adjust the layouts, we can use confine mode, and other one is flex mode. Okay, these two are for modification of layout. Now, if you go to data model here, there is a group here. So this group is automatically taken. Whatever the column, first column appeared in this list, that will be assigned as a group name automatically. If you want, you can change it. You can change like this in a meaningful way. Okay. Now these columns are database columns. You cannot modify this. See, I'm not able to modify data type. I'm not able to. Most of the properties we cannot modify. Okay. So this is called as a database column. Some, if I want to find out customer wise sales orders, then you can use summary column here. You can take the summary column, and there is a count function here. Count of sales orders. So we can identify that. That is called as a summary column. So for this column, then you can modify this. You can choose here function. Most of the properties are modifiable. You can change anything. Okay. So there are two types of columns here. One is database column. Columns coming in this query is called as database column. The next one is calculated column. So we can do summation, count, aggregation, those are. There are three things here: summary, formula, and one more is placeholder. Placeholder is like a variable. Formula is to do a multiplication to return a value. Okay, quantity into price. If you want to do it, we can use a formula column. So all the three will use in our reports. Okay. So right now I'm not taking. We'll take one by one. So this group is there, right? This group we are talking about, it is modifiable. We can modify, and this group we have to assign to this frame. So there is a print direction here. First record followed by second record followed by third record. It will display like that. This is called as a print direction. You need to attach that group. Okay, G underscore R, only one group. That's why it is showing. Otherwise, you can display all the groups are available in the data model. Now we have assigned that group. The next is So this must be within the border, like this. This is the border. This border width also we can change it by using see window, object navigator. There is a main section here. Main section. Instead of 8.5, we can give 10.5, for example. If you go to layout model again, it is increased. Correct? To increase the width, we can go to window, object navigator, paper layout. Next is main section and increase the width and height, whatever you wanted. Okay, if you want to increase the space. Now this we can bring closer to this. The next is this text field. In F1 field, what you wanted to give. It no need to be order number, party name, account number. You no need to follow the sequence. Right now, order number, party name is a sequence, right? So here you can take anything. So we have here party name. The next is you have to assign as a source, that is account number or order number, whatever the order. If you don't assign any source, it will display like this. So what it means here is you missed assigning the source. So there is no column associated with this. It's an empty text box. Okay. Now you will see there are n number of pages output. It is approximately 3000 pages. So if you want to expand this also, you can expand it. Go to layout model. There is a property here. Vertically, it has to expand it as per the data. So that is vertical elasticity to expand. Now, if you execute this, then you will see it will expand and it will occupy all the data in a particular page. The number of pages will be reduced here. You can see here the number of records increased. Earlier it was 3000 pages. Now it is reduced. Just 1100 pages. Okay, because it is fully occupied. Because of this, there is a property. Property name is vertical elasticity, that is equivalent to expand here. If there is no data, it will contract also. Contract, expand, variable, according to the data, it will expand and contract. Like that it is. So prefer taking here expand option. Now it's giving the data. Okay. This again will give a source. Account number we have not taken, it seems. We can rename for field also like this, so that it will appear. Go to title, we have to take it. See this, it's appearing here. You can easily identify this account number. This is we don't know. So what you have to do? We have to put here field one is party name. Like this. Developer can easily understand. Otherwise, he has to click on this and needs to see that. So better to give a name here. On this. But it is not displaying the titles for this. To display the titles, there is another option here. There is a A. A means text here. Text for this particular column. As of now, we have taken three, right? One is here main frame, then repeating frame. Then after that, there is a text field and one more is A. Okay. Click on this A. Now run this. It is displaying correct output. But if you go to the next page, you may not see these titles. See, titles are not showing. Even till last page also, it is not showing. It's not showing at all. So to display for every page, there is a property here. Property name is print object on. Right now it is showing as a first page, then we have to make it all pages here. Sometimes like terms and conditions will be very last page. So at that time we can use last page. Grand total will be on a last page. Correct? Now what we need to take is all pages we have to take. Okay. Print object onto all pages. Now run this. Only one field will appear every page, but other fields are not appearing. We have to set it. At a time also we can set. See, I'm just selecting this field by using shift button. Control will not work. Then press F4. Print object on page to all pages. Now it will appear like this. Wherever the page you go, the titles will repeat for every page. Okay. The property name again I'm showing. The property name is print object on, and then we have seen vertical elasticity also. Let's say these are on different directions, and these are all different sizes. If you want to make it uniform, use shift button, then go to layout, size objects we can use. Okay, layout and size objects. The smallest width wise, height wise also smallest we can take it, so that all three will be uniform in a size. Okay, and if you want to align on a top, then go with the other one here, that is alignment, and there is align top, horizontally, vertically. Okay, align top like this. See, these are all in the same direction right now. So two properties we can use. One is alignment, other one is size. Alignment and size. So these are all we'll use regularly. Now run this. So everything is fine now. We can easily register it. So for registering a program, we have to follow certain steps here. So these are all the steps. You are already aware because you registered, right? First step is here is executable, second concurrent program attached to request group, submit for responsibility. All the 4 steps you have to follow. In XML publisher, we already gone through all this, correct? So once report is ready, what you can do, go to save as. Your extension is here, RDF. And you need to put a naming convention here. For naming conventions, one document we have to follow. This is the document. In every project, almost they will follow the similar naming standards. So this design and development standards file will be there. All together, they will sit and they will prepare one common design and development standard file. We should not follow our own naming conventions. Right now we are talking about report, right? This is the name we can use. Sample, first sample name you see, okay? So first 4 characters. So that is what it is. It is a custom name, custom object identifier. Usually client name we'll use it. Okay. Client name we have to use it here. The second one here is module name. This is the GL module. And third one is what is the purpose of that report? By seeing this, we should understand here. Okay. That is journal balance related reporting. This we can say short description of the report. So right now, in which module we are working? We are working in order management, correct? And this is the client name. I'll show you some clients. Just randomly opening one resume. See the client. So now client is what it is, Nelson Global Products. So they will keep NGP like that. Okay, that's a client name. And see the another project. This is the Barry Centuals. Okay. So there may be one common name in this. Okay, it may be BR or whatever. The short name they will decide. Okay, see the another project. Okay, Angio Dynamics. This Angio Dynamics, it may be AD, like that it is. So it's a client name. By seeing this, we should understand that is a client name. Now go. So right now what I am putting is our institute name only we are keeping, like ITM. Your module name is what it is, ONT, order management. And what are you displaying by seeing this? You are displaying here sales order information, correct? That is order details. Like this, we can keep. It has three parts here. First part is client name. Second part is module. So module is ONT right here. ONT. It must be OM, right? But in application, they have used like this. Go to every application, every module is registered here only in application developer, application and register. So here is the place you can search with your module so that you will get to know the short name of your module. It is ONT. So for receivables, what could be the short name, guys? AR, correct? The next one is for payables.
AP.
It's not AP, it is SQL AP. Okay, but top is same. See, AP top it is. You should see the base path. Path is the directory here. You can go to WinSCP. I'm connecting to the application server. You can see your application server, Oracle, Vision, file system. This is all you already gone through earlier, right? So here is the place. You need to go with the base path, correct? Base path it is. So right now, what is the base path of your order management?
ONT.
Right, ONT top. So top means it is directory. Okay. So I need to go to ONT. Here is the place. Reports. So we'll touch all other folders also, SQL files, and then bin directory, forms directory, report directory. As a developer, we need to use all this. Okay. So what we can do is now go to reports, then US. I haven't saved as of now, right? So are you okay with this naming convention? Again, if you want to see, like you can see the document here. For reports, naming convention is three parts we need to use. The first part is client name, second part is module name, third is description. Okay, you should not put your own name. In the project, we have to follow the same naming standards. So this document, I'll just put it today. Not only report, for forms, Then after that, for SQL file, for PLSQL package, for trigger, for view creation, whatever you are taking views, sequences, all the database objects, this document is really helpful to you. Approximately 60 pages is there for naming conventions. So all the 60 pages, at least spend 2-3 times you have to go through all this. Okay, so you can see database object names, the coding standards. Use a maximum 30 characters, begin with the letter, do not use the quotation mark. These are all the naming standards, or coding standards, naming standards, whatever. In every project, we can see this, but almost similar. Okay, save. Move this to server. This one, correct? Move. Right now, what I am doing is report development is already over. Next is we are doing registration so that user can see from server. You are a developer. Your duty is developing report and registration. Then later they will use a number of times. So first step is what it is. Move to server. Server which path? You have to say here your application directory reports US folder. Instead of ONT, you can take custom top also. The second part is, as I showed you here, second is what it is, executable. You need to go to system administrator. Here is the place. We have so many methods. For Unix language, we can use host program. For Oracle reports, you will use this. Take this executable. Take this. Order management I need to use. That's it. Very quickly we can create an executable. So executable, what it contains? The file name which we are calling, under which module it is, and what type of the file it is. It's a report or PLSQL program or SQL file, what it is exactly. Okay. Now next is define. In the define, what we can do, we can attach the executable and put a short name. For program name also, last time I did not show you the naming conventions. The same document will refer. Okay. If a project is in the implementation phase, this document is required. If project is already implemented, then yeah, then also it's required. We need to, if you are doing any enhancements, then follow this document. Okay. Right now, concurrent program name. You see here, observe this. This is the program name. This is the way we have to give. So first is what it is, custom RISE ID. So R for report it is, I for interface, C for conversion, E for extension. This is our syllabus here. RISE. RISE is our syllabus. R means report. It may be RDF report or XML report or whatever. And I means we are interfacing our system data with other party system. It may be inbound or outbound. Data we may get inside into application, or data will go out from application. And C means we'll convert the whole third party data into Oracle apps. And E for extension means enhancements. Okay. So right now, what is the ID? Is that a 10th report or 15th report? What is the number of report? How many reports you developed as of now? That number we have to give here. The next is description. So 3 parts here. So I-25 here is, it is a 25th interface object sample. So right now we are talking about report, not interface. Now tell me the name. First client name, institute name I am giving. The next report number. Last time we developed some XML reports, right? Let's say this is the report number 3, or if you want, you can give one only. Yeah, I'm okay. Sales order. Description, you can write anything. It must be your init cap, okay, with the proper spaces. It should not have underscores and all, because it is visible to user. User only is going to work with this. If there is an underscores and all, it will be a clumsy kind of. And that too, init caps here. First letter capital, the rest is small letters. Okay. This program also, it has 3 parts here. First is client name. Then second one is here report identifier. The next is total is description. Clear? Now application name is order management. Right now, what I need to take here, it is not XML publisher. So because layout we have designed here only. Okay, layout we have designed into paper design. It is layout. We have designed in report builder only. So I no need to take here XML. If you are designing a layout in XML publisher, then you have to take XML. Otherwise, let it be text only. We can take any other sizes like A4 size. These are all Pinterest sizes. Then parameters, we have not taken anything. We don't need to take right now. I'll show you in the next example, parameters also how we can take, okay? Same. As of now, what I did executable concurrent program. This program we have to include under, okay? Take this program name. Request group, I don't know as of now, what is the group name? So how to identify the group name? Security, responsibility, define. Which responsibility it is? There is order management. This is the responsibility. These are all already defined, okay? Request group is OEM concurrent programs. Only your duty is moving to the server, creating executable concurrent program attached to a request. That's it. Every report. You may design n number of reports, but these are all the steps, limited steps. Concurrent program, what we can do, we can attach. Go to request group navigation now. In this PowerPoint, like if you want, you can keep it with you. Request group navigation is what it is. Security, responsibility, request, and which is available into a responsibility that is system administrator. As you already prepared XML, these are all very easy. Repetitive concept, right? Tell me how to add a concurrent program to the request group. Security, responsibility, right, request. Request group name is, this is the way I already copied. You can attach there are multiple here, it looks right. I think this is the one correct. Fourth one is, yeah, this is correct. Save. Now go to responsibility, it will appear. This is the way we can submit. N number of times we can submit. There is no limitation. Whenever they want it, they can retrieve the reports in the form of concurrent program. So why the meaning concurrents they have used is, so parallelly also other people can submit. We output. So this is the output here. So if you look at here, see, this is not properly printed. So to properly print this, here there is an option here. Here also vertical elasticity to variable you can take like this. For every modifications, right now only RDF report modification, no executable modification, no concurrent program modification, right? So simply you refresh this, copy, yes to all, and resubmit that. I need to see output properly, titles, everything. Do you see? It is fully printed. Okay. Previous output, if you see, this is not properly printed. So how it is printed? With which property? Property name is it is vertical elasticity. Vertical elasticity, horizontal elasticity, we can apply to main frame, repeating frame, text field, for anything. These are all called as objects. Are you okay with this? As of now, I explained only one step, RDF report development and registration. Now, second one is user exits. User exits. This is the second point. Do you need any revision on this? Like how many points we covered one time? In this is one is what it is. It's a frame. And the second one is, if it is having an arrow mark, print direction, that's a repeating frame. To assign some value, that's called as a text field. And this is a boiler text. Overall 4 only. Say last time we have taken 1099, right? You tell me if you feel any confusion, let me know. Go to layout model. So I am taking only this. Forget about other layouts. Okay, other layouts I am not considering right now. Just to avoid confusion, I'm just dragging down. Now, only focus on this. So this one is what it is. M for mainframe. And they have given a name also. Okay. Now, inside of a mainframe, there will be another mainframe also. See, this is another mainframe. This is a region related frame. In one mainframe, you can take another mainframe. Mainframe is just a container here. Now, next is what it is. Here is the place. You don't see any arrow marks, right? But if you look at here closely, there is an arrow mark here, correct? And here also there is an arrow mark. You can zoom out also here. Zoom in, zoom out. Right now, zoom in. Do you see now? After zoom in, you can easily observe, right? View, zoom in like this. And here also one frame is there, repeating frame. Do you see here? This one. Okay, just double click on this and you can see here R stands for here is repeating frame, and repeating frame must have a group here, correct? And after that, what else? This region, let's say, what is this region? If you double click, you will come to know. So what is this here? F stands for field here. Field is based on region 2 field. It's a column name. And the next is this one. If you double click on this, now B means it is boiler text. It is a text simply we can say. And type is text. Okay, they have taken as a heading here. There is no source and all to assign a column. Now you click on anything, then you can come to, for example, I would like to click on this. One second, it's properly. Now what it is? It's a text. Below that, it's a F for field. Same naming standard they have followed. Then this one is there. This is what it is. R, repeating frame. So now observing is not a big deal, right? Whatever you take, only 4 only. If you see the entire layout also, it will have only 4 components. And here, this one is violet text. Okay, and this one is text field. Like that it is. Clear? Now I'm asking you 4 components means frame,
Four component plus we take
n number. Yes, there is no limitation. So we are how we can control all these layouts is there is a format trigger. If you just double click on this format trigger, you can see somewhere here. This even though there are many layouts, with these conditions only it will fire. So last time we discussed, right? If conditions, same way it is. This is called as a format trigger. It will return Boolean here, true or false. If it matches, it will fire the layout. If not matches, it will be still hidden in the same layout model. Now I'm asking you here, what are the layout model components? First is frame, right? Repeating frame. The next is text field, violet text. That's heading. Only 4. If you see any big report, also same thing only we can see. Some other will be there, but those are all in this. See, this is another field like rectangle. If you want to take it like this, you can take, or if you want to take this square box, this round shape, we can take like these are all also objects only. But major I am talking about major mandatory. Okay. And how about data model? In the data model, we can see this is what it is. It's a query, Q-file query. And the next one is G, group. First field only it will take automatically. If you want, you can rename. And there are 2 columns I said. One is database column coming from query. These are all the properties not modifiable. The second is calculated. So this is what type of field it is. It's a placeholder, calculated. And how about this? This is also placeholder. Anything else? Count. All place. I am just showing summary. These are all like a variables. Okay. Okay. Can you see now here? This is the column type is here. Summary. So we have 3 types of columns. What are they? Yeah, under a database column, 3 types. What are they? Under the database columns, those are all column coming from a query. Under the calculated column, there are 3 types. What are they? One is summary, formula, then one more is all the 3 will use for calculations. Okay, we'll take examples, not a problem. So go to your report now. This is a standard report. Okay. After finishing P2P, you open any query and let me know if you don't understand anything. You can easily understand all the tables. See, AP sub PO vendors, AP invoices, AP checks all, AP invoice distributions all, AP invoice payments all the tables we covered. Finish P2P and open this 1099, you can come to know. It's not a big deal. Understanding queries, just invest time, that's it. Go to data model. We are talking about data model components. One is query, group name. The next is database columns. And after that, this calculated columns. CP placeholder, CS summary, CF formula. Okay. These are all the database columns. And one more is also there. These are all data model components. One more is here, A cross B. This is a cross product. And one more is data link. If I take another group, I can make a link here. These are all the links. If common column matches, it's just like a where class kind of thing. We will see in any another report, data link, master detail report, we can take it. So now come to data model components. Tell me what are the components in data model? One is, those are all called as calculated columns. Under calculated columns, three as you said. One is numbering, formula, one more is placeholder. Okay, next is query. Then after the query, we'll have a group, multiple groups, and one more is columns. Columns are database columns or whatever. Okay, these are all the data model components. I'm just revising here, and some points missed. We have additionally discussed some features. One is, yes, alignment and size. These two we discussed. And another one is to expand this layout, what we can do, flex mode on, and you can select fields, see it's moving everything. And you can adjust this layouts. Next is confine mode off. If you make it off, you can take out from a group, or you can keep inside. You can adjust properly. So definitely these two are required. If you go to other report, which I showed you, okay, if you want to adjust it, first I'm doing zooming out. Now I need to take out this region field. Okay, what to do? There is a confined mode off, and I can take it in somewhere. This also I can take region code. This one is disturbing layout. See, because of the modes, you have to off this first. Otherwise, it is difficult. Okay, I can take out, and I can do some R&D, or I can rearrange the columns like that. Okay, Control Z also will work here. The purpose of confined mode and flex mode is to adjust the layouts, standard layouts. Many times they will ask you like to display the total here or to remove the total from here. So you need to remove. Definitely you need to do alterations. This will be your work. Adding columns, removing columns, or removing layout. You are going to work with this all. Okay. So are you okay with this? Data model components and layout and other additional fields we discussed. That is flex mode. One more is confined mode. And there is elasticity property we discussed. Vertical elasticity. Purpose of this is to increase or decrease size. Okay, size of the layouts. Okay, anyway. Now I hope I already revised everything. Next is user exits. User exits is very important topic. Okay. The reason is, if you go to our report here, OE order headers, right? If you want to take a view without underscore all table, underscore all I have removed. Okay. Queries, everything is same. Save. Now move that to server. Executable concurrent program, these are all one-time creations only. Every time will not touch that. Error, just check what went wrong. So if you look at here, there are some formula columns. Okay, but there is no text out of it. We took CF1 in the explanation, but we did not written any select statement or any formula inside of it. These are all creating a problem now. You took it, but you have not used it. I'm removing all this. Save. Again, move to server. Completely. So it is not giving the data. The reason behind this is whatever the OE order headers, that's a view actually. It is not a table right now. Copy this table, OE order headers. F4. So it's a view. Correct? View doesn't hold data definition wise, right? So to get the data from views, we can use the user exits. That is one purpose. There are other purposes are there. We'll see. So how we can get the data here is go to object navigator. That user exit, we can use it. Minimize all this. So there are some triggers here. Database triggers are different, report triggers are different. Okay. And it will fire in a sequence. It has firing sequence is this one here. Before parameter form, after parameter form. Okay. Before parameter is to pass any default values and all. And after parameter form is after passing the parameters, it will initiate and it will go to the query or whatever. And before report trigger is it will form the query here. Between pages for conditional formatting and all we can use. So practically we'll see all this right now. After parameter form, there is a trigger. Caps you need to use into capital letter, otherwise you will not recognize. SRW. It's a SQL report writer. Full form of SRW is SQL report writer. SRW.userExit. Okay. And within single quote, FND SRWINID. This is the user exits. It's a fixed syntax. Okay. Whatever the terminology we are discussing, the purpose of user exits is to get data from multi-arg views. It's very simple answer. View means what it is without underscore all table is a view. Okay. Like OE order headers, then PO headers. Any other without underscore all? Did you see anything? AP invoices, RA customer TRX. These are all called as an wherever you see underscore all in multi-arg, those are all multi-arg views only. So user exits, purpose of user exit is to get the data from multi-arg views. Okay. So syntax, this one. SRW.userExit, FND SRW init. Okay. Now exit also we need to use after completion of this work. You need to exit from here. Exit from after report trigger. Init is into after parameter form trigger. Exit is from after report trigger. Just click on this. So instead of init means initialization. It is initializing the view to get the data. And exit means it will release the memory, whatever it is used for that. Okay. FNDSRW init, FNDSRW exit. Compile. If you use this user exit, one mandatory parameter required. Okay. So that mandatory parameter, once we just move to the server, you can come to know. That's a pconc request ID. But let's see. This is the last point for this session. Okay. We'll close that. Move. Boring or interesting?
Interesting, sir.
This will be your work. You have to get the interest. It is going to give an error like this. Error also I told you, whenever you use the user exits, one mandatory parameter required. You may miss it, but you have to take that. Click on view log. This is the mandatory parameter. pconc request ID. So pconc request ID purpose is it will expect the request ID. This is the request ID dynamically. Okay, it will hold that request ID. Anyway, in this case, what I need to do, there is a user parameter, data model, user parameter. System parameters also there, like print related, number of copies we are going to print. Usually will not touch this portion. If it is without Oracle applications, then they will use all these parameters. Majority of the cases we won't touch this. Go to user parameter. There is option here. Create new parameters. F4. I not copied. That is pconc request ID. Concurrent request ID it is. It's a number data type only. Okay, you don't need to take character or something because always it will be the request ID it generates is number only. It's not an alphanumeric. You never seen, right? So that is we have to take here request ID is data type is number and width also 20 is enough. Now it is not going to give error. Move that report to server here. Even though query has a view, because of this user exit only, it will be completed normal and it will give the output like this. You understood? Again, I'm telling. Purpose of user exit is to get the data from multi-R views like OER headers, view headers, whatever underscore all tables. So there are 2 user exits we have taken. There are 3 more also. User exit syntax srw dot user exit. Then after that fnd srw init. Init means here initialization. In which report trigger we have to use? That's an after parameter form trigger. The next one is SRW exit. Which trigger we need to use this? It must be a capital letter, guys. Otherwise, it is not recognizable. Which trigger? After report trigger, correct? You just go here after report. This is after report trigger. If I ask you what is the trigger firing sequence, in which order it will fire? Same order, whatever you are seeing. This is another point. These are all. First is before parameter form. The next is after parameter, before report, between pages and after. Same. This is the whenever you run a report, the system will fire in the same sequence. In this order only. Clear? Will be able to tell me now? Before, after. You should not say in a random order, remember? Next. Right. Yes, same sequence. That's all for now. As of now, only 2 points we discussed. Report development, registration. The second one is user exit. Okay. So shall we have practically all this after break? 10:15 we'll start. Okay. For personalization, you are okay, or you need any practice? You're okay, right? Last time. How about cycles? What we need to do is actually for this batch, maybe now or after some time. Okay. I'll just show you. I'm dividing 5-6 people randomly. Okay. Friends, I don't want to include into single group. They will not work properly. They will discuss other than subject. Okay. So now if you see team A, for example, team A, Balaji Ramisetti. Okay. He has given same. If you look at here, approximately it took 27 minutes, this video. He has to teach whatever he prepared to this particular group. If you see the old videos little, it took 1 hour also actually. Let's no, these are all small topics. Half an hour is minimum. You can take more. It's up to you. These are all demonstrations they have given to their group. 5-6 people into the group. You need to fix time. Totally choice is yours. Flexible timings. Whatever the time your team is comfortable, I'm okay with it. See how they are teaching each and every topic. Constraints by Rakesh, data types by Balaji, index by Balaji, like that it is. And cascade and set null, these are all. So that you will get a lot of confidence here. So you can see Uma and then Hari Jakkam, O2C. Let's open this. Approximately 1.5 hours. Once you teach this, you will come to know where exactly you missed. And other people also, it will be revision for them. Shall I fix from all this, or shall I form the groups today onwards, or you need little time? Whatever the topic is yours only. It's mandatory for everyone, guys. Teaching without the notes. Okay. Other people has to follow. And at the end of the session, they need to send me a screenshot of attendees who are attended. From home also you can do. Okay. Now he's very good in this O2C cycle because he only taught the complete O2C technically functional in 1.5 hours. Definitely will get a good confidence, and you need to give the status also like this status. In this status sheet, whatever you are practicing, see Balaji 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. O2C, and he has shared the Google Live recorded video also in this. It's mandatory for everyone. You should not reject this. Okay. By seeing this, I can come to know how strong they are in this. And suddenly I'll call them and then I'll ask what are the data types. And then after that, what is explain me internal sales order. If they're teaching and recording means they should be aware everything. Okay. Are you guys okay with this? If you say not okay, I'll give you other institute numbers. You can join. No problem. It's mandatory. I'm seeing very good result actually since last many years. I'll divide the groups randomly. Okay. Just six people. Like there are other people also, other teams. Team D. Check the status. This is a B team status. Okay, like Priya, Anjanelu. Other, all the batches people are giving nicely only. I'm monitoring every day. Okay, all this. Suddenly I'll just click on this and I'll see how what in which way they are teaching, like their representation is good or not. Everything I can monitor. Your spoken English also will come with this knowledge. Don't feel that spoken you are not good in English. With the subject English is enough in the companies also. It's mandatory for everyone, guys. I'm strictly saying. And after this, there will be written tests. You need to write a test. Then after that, send me the screenshots. Okay. Some people are already written from your seniors. I can show you. I can forward. And then system tests also there. There are some tests. These are all the tests. Oracle PL, SQL, SQL. So once you write it, you will get a lot of confidence. Okay, like multi-choice questions only. I'll get to know like what is your score or what is the question you failed, everything. You also will come to know. I'll share this. Not these are all we'll do step by step, not every day. You can take time after preparation only you can attempt it. So today shall I form the batches like this? Okay. I'll keep the status file. Team A, okay. First, I'll make a WhatsApp group. Then after that, I'll share this particular link so that you can request it to add. Then after that, I'll add it. Okay. First, let me prepare a WhatsApp groups. Six people, I'll make it. Fine. Any other queries today?